Absolutely, you can't keep looking back. I'm just wondering how much of this is relevant to what Carlo's experience. I don't know if you've met each other before, but Carlo, also a drummer. Now, you turned down the chance of being one of the Rolling Stones, is that right?
Yeah, I was playing with a professional band on the road, and a group of young guys used to come along and see us, ask questions. How do you do this? How do you do that?
Were they any
Getting
good?
ideas.
Did they know anything
Just a
about
semi-professional band, you know, just kids just starting. They happened to be the Rolling Stones. They said, can you help us out with some gigs? We haven't got a drummer. I said, yeah, okay. So I've done a string of gigs with them on the road for a little while. And Brian, who sort of was the leader, said, look, we'd like you to stay and become a Stone. I said, well, you haven't got any gigs. I need to earn a living. I don't think I'll be able to do it. I think I'll just go back to the band I was with, which happened to be Screaming Lord Sutch and the Savages.
Screaming Lord Sutch, who is here.
Yeah.
He chose you,
Yes.
your lordship. Are you pleased about this?
Oh yes, because he was the best drummer in the whole of London, if not Great Britain. He was incredible drummer.
How do you feel he made the right decision?
Not now, obviously, you know, because my records didn't quite sell as much as the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
I agree to that, but at the time, no, because at the time he also was giving lessons to Keith Moon, who was the drummer of the Who. He gave lessons to him, and now he become a millionaire. But Keith Moon is not here to talk to us today. And a lot of my ex-musicians have been multi-millionaires through drugs, women, and drink. Have killed themselves. They're not even here. So Carlo's here, I'm here, and the great Pete Best is there.
Right, congratulations on having survived this.
So it's good to be surviving.
I'll tell you what I'd like to know. You do an act together, is that right, with
We're
drums?
still working together on and off here and there.
Rock and roll stuff.
Yeah.
Good golly, Miss Molly. Shut out the bowl. When you rock it in,
Now, wait. Mick Jagger could be watching.
Does he?
Could be, yeah.
Well, he can do this. He can do this.
Right, go for it.
This is part of the act we used to do.
Oh! Come back, all is forgiven. I could have been a millionaire.
Brilliant.
Oh, how's that?
Now, Carlo, tell us what you do now.
Well, I've got two catering units, burger bars, hot dog vans, if you want to call it that. I'm at Wembley Stadium every weekend, and that's our living. But we still do gigs together.
So you sell burgers, is that right?
I sell burgers and hot dogs, yeah. If Mick wants to come down, he's welcome, you know, give him a hot dog. But I've just...
Have you stayed in touch with the Stones at all?
I've just seen them last year. I went to see them in Paris, at the Stade in Paris, because they cancelled Wembley because of the income tax. And
They couldn't afford to buy your burgers.
a company took me out there to sort of re-meet them, and when
we have pictures of that scene.
when I went to see them,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how the reaction would be.
Well, they look jolly enthusiastic.
Yeah, there's a couple of them there with me in the.
Who's that then?
It's Keith and Ronnie.
How do you feel when you see how successful they are now? Are you glad for them or disappointed, do you
I'm
think?
pleased for them. And you've got to admire them. They're British, and good luck to them. And I think they're smashing blokes. I mean, when I walked into the dressing room, I didn't know how I'd be received, and they threw their arms around me and I was really pleased that they sort of. I'll be there at Wembley to see them this year because they're at Wembley again in June, and I'll be there in the front row hopefully.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
I think they're brilliant. They really are. You know, I wasn't a great fan, but since I've re-met them, I have become a fan.
So the years when you weren't in touch, there was a bit of resentment.
I suppose you can't help looking back and say, well, maybe it could have been me, you know. But you don't know how you're going to handle anything. The fame and the fortune, the drink and the drugs and their lifestyle. I don't know if I would have fitted in or not. I like the money. Obviously, as you know, I'm still working, but I've not got any real regrets. I'm happy now. I've got a nice wife, a nice family, grandkids like Pete. I'm happy and I'm alive, and that's it. That's life, as they say.
They do indeed.